So here we are, 8 weeks of intermittent fasting. So as promised, before and after photos. As you can see on the photos there, significant reduction mainly in the bloating. So bloating is something I've always battled with. You can see some fat loss. I lost about 6 pounds of body fat. Energy levels absolutely perfect. So I usually train whenever I can, just before I break my fast. So not always ideal because you're working and commitments and so on. Energy levels absolutely perfect. Hunger, not a problem at all. Because the thing is with the hunger, initially I found it quite difficult. I thought, my hunger was kicking in, but through research and through experience, I realised that the hunger is just the hormone, ghrelin, kicking in, saying it's time to eat, because that's what I've always done all my life. As you go through the fasting, that just reduces more and more and more. Now, some people fast for sort of 5 days, and then they have 2 days of just eating normally. That's okay if you want to do that, but I don't really get that, because all you're doing there is kicking that ghrelin membrane back in to say, oh yes, we eat at this time. And then I would have thought that the other 2 days, the first 2 days of your fasting again, would be a little bit difficult. But for me, I just keep going. I went on holiday and it was really difficult to maintain the fast. So I ended up having breakfast at 10 o'clock in the morning, but really I didn't feel hungry for the rest of the day. It's not really fasting because I've got that insulin projection, but I went through the rest of the day, no problem at all. What I have found is that I was just eating way too much. I was eating way too much food. When I'm eating my eating window of 8 hours, I'm not watching what I eat. I try and eat as much as I can because I'm aware that I need to get all my nutrients, all my calories for the day in at that time. So I eat quite well. So, but I'm still eating way less than what I would normally. So I think before, I have to admit, I must have been being greedy. I must have been really greedy. And I look at other people now and I just think a lot of people are just greedy. They're eating out for the wrong reason. They're eating because they want to feel better. There's an emotional eating going on. There's too much eating going on. So when I've been going to the toilet, I'll move my bowels same time every morning now, perfectly, no problem at all. So if I was going without food, surely I wouldn't go to the toilet for a couple of days. My body's in this lovely sort of balanced state. It's becoming this efficient fat burning machine, which is a great source of energy for my body, for my brain, for everything. So it's all working well. And the fat loss is working well. I'm feeling healthy, feeling really, really good. So the rules are this: when you're fasting, you drink water. If you want coffee, drink black coffee. That is it. There's no sweeteners going on. Some people say use stevia. Okay, if you want to do that, it's about the only one really that's any good. But really, I just stay clear of it because I don't want to take that risk. And I've got quite used to drinking black coffee without anything in there now, so it's all good. There's no diet drinks, there's no diet sodas, no diet coke, nothing like that. No flavoured waters, sparkling water's okay. And that's it, pretty much water and black coffee. See me through until I eat, and then pretty much I can eat what I want. Obviously, the way I train and my lifestyle has always been reasonably healthy, so I carry on that because that's the sort of feel like eating. I'm enjoying my food a lot more. I'm not craving sugars when it's time for me to eat. It's the most easiest thing there is that you can do, and the health benefits are huge. And yet I'm still being surrounded by excuses. Some of the excuses legit, some of the excuse not so much. Some people have been said they're getting dizzy spells or they feel really weak, really lethargic. If that is the case, then you should really go and speak to your doctor because there could be something going on, or your body could be prone to going hypoglycemic. Some people, though, I do feel that it's just most of it is in their head, or it's just a little bit of hunger, and they've been doing a hell of a lot of emotional eating. The golden rule for me is basically that if I wake up and I start to feel really hungry, what I'll do is I'll just think, well, within an hour I shouldn't feel hungry anymore, and that's like that hormone ghrelin just tapering off. If after that hour, I've only had this twice, I'm still feeling really hunger, and it's a proper hunger. It's not me craving the desire to eat, it's me a proper hunger. So if I've got this real hunger, and it's a real sort of like angry hunger, I just eat. So I just have something to eat. It's not a problem. I try and keep it as ketogenic as I can, so mainly protein and fats. So many people have they're trying to lose weight through calorie reduction, but that is not going to work. Evidence has shown that calorie reduction, all it does is make you increase your hunger, because you're producing insulin after insulin after insulin. So if you try and do that, so I'm going to reduce my calories, I'm going to try and lose weight, that's way, it's going to be a short-term thing. It's not going to work for very long. Another common one is people they're eating sometimes sort of in the morning, and then they'll try and push themselves through the day till the end of the day. You've already produced that insulin, so your body's really not is not getting an efficient sort of fat burning state. You're not using sort of ketones for energy, burning fat for energy, so it's not going to work. Yet this to fast is the most simplest thing in the world, really easy, and it's the most natural thing in the world, because human beings wouldn't have access to food through evolution. They just wouldn't have access to food like we do today. So the most natural thing in the world is to do is hunt for a period of time, days, whatever, get the food, big feed, and then once you've had that big feed, you're not really moving, you're not doing a lot. That's why we can feel lethargic sometimes when we eat, because we get the insulin production and so on. The body's digesting the food, trying to eat and then keep going, keep going. All we're doing is just compounding the fatigue levels, which is just compounding how tired we feel. So calorie reduction is just not going to work. It's the most easiest thing in the world to do, the most easiest thing. If you're worried about training and energy levels, if you look at my video, I'll put a link on at the end of this, where I fasted for 18 hours and then I trained really hard, and energy levels absolutely fine, if not better. So that's it. 8 weeks there, you got the evidence. Intermittent fasting, really easy, most simplest thing in the world, and the benefits are absolutely huge that you can research into intermittent fasting and the benefits of it. Okay, so thanks for watching. Any questions or any comments, please put those below, and if you find this video useful, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.